Good evening, everybody. Assalamu alaikum and Ramadan Mubarak to everybody. This is week 2 of our Ramadan edition shows, episode 32 of the Table Talk podcast. Welcome, everyone. We are officially live, and Ibrahim, if you want to come in closer towards me, there you go. How's everybody doing today? Today, we have another great show for you today. Of course, I want to introduce everybody that is on the show. You got the co-host, little sister, Sada Thabit in the building. You got the big sister, Abid Thabit. Of course, you got me, Umar Thabit. And then our guest is Ibrahim from the Qahwah House. Shout out to Ibrahim. He is in the building today. We are going to get into the Qahwah House and talk about the Qahwah House a little bit more. Our topic today is all about running a business during the month of Ramadan. You know, the month of Ramadan, people are fasting, so we kind of want to hear how it is and how everything goes during the month of Ramadan and how it works out to run a business during the month of Ramadan. So we're going to get into all that, but before we do that, we do want to give a shout out to our two sponsors, Give to Gain and the Balkan House Restaurant. I first want to start off with Give to Gain. Give to Gain is a non-profit organization that sponsors orphans in Yemen. 100% of all their donations goes to the less fortunate. For those that are wondering why Yemen, it's the largest humanitarian crisis and aid operation. 5 million people are at risk of famine. 15 million people need water or sanitation support. So if you are looking to donate to Give to Gain, you can donate to their Venmo at Give2Gain. Their Zelle 313-445-8638, and their Cash App is the money symbol Give2Gain. And I just want to take a quick note to also mention that this Saturday is the basketball game, Hamtramck versus Dearborn, Midnight Madness at 12 o'clock at night. It's going to be exciting, and obviously the money is going to be going to Yemen, and one of the charities that we're going to be going towards is Give to Gain. So we appreciate Give to Gain and everybody that's over there at Give to Gain. Shout out to Ada for shedding light on this situation and everyone over there that works at Give to Gain. With that said, like I mentioned, Ibrahim is our guest today from the Qahwah House, and I want to introduce him the right way. So first of all, for those of you that know the Qahwah House, it's the first Yemeni coffee shop to open up in the U.S. and it started in 2017. It brought Yemeni coffee to the forefront by making traditional drinks in a coffee shop setting rather than just by selling coffee by the pound in stores or online, which sparked interest of coffee lovers from every culture. You know, you hear people coming from different states, people that are coming from different cities, obviously, maybe even different countries. I'm sure Ibrahim would tell us.
Listen, whenever I want to show off our culture to our coworkers, I always bring them to the Qahwah House.
Yep, take them to the Qahwah House.
It's the perfect idea. Like, you know, it gives Yemen in a different way. It
yes.
shows Yemen's land in a different way. So.
Definitely. So, Ibrahim, first of all, thank you very much for being here. We appreciate you for coming here. Obviously, busy man. We'll talk about all the things, mashallah, that you guys have done so far. And I'm sure there's more things that you can even mention. But you want to go ahead and introduce yourself to the people that are watching or eventually watching, who you are, what you do, and stuff like that.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. First, Ramadan Kareem to everyone. Inshallah, it's going to be a plus month for everyone here in the United States or in Yemen, inshallah.
Inshallah.
First, my name is Ibrahim Alhasbani. I'm from Sana'a, Yemen. I came to the United States the end of 2011. I came first to New York. From New York, I moved to Michigan because my wife, she's from Michigan. She get pregnant, the first baby. We decided to move to Michigan, and the story starts here for the new business in Michigan. Or in Dearborn, actually, a special place for me, Dearborn.
Is that where you moved to from New York to Michigan first to Dearborn, or were you somewhere else first?
No, actually, I moved from New York to Dearborn. Why? Because, as I told you, my wife, she got pregnant when she moved with me to New York.
Yeah, and New York is not a good place to
it's
raise
not
a family.
It's very hard. And I don't have family.
Right.
All my family back home.
Okay.
So she has her family. She has all her family here. I said, we need, support, family support, especially with a new baby. So we're going to need the family support. So that's why we decided to move here. Alhamdulillah, it was good. That was a good decision for me.
Alhamdulillah. So before I continue on with the questions, I do also want to say that at the Qahwah House, they also take pride in the Yemeni culture and heritage and sharing it with the world. You know, if you go in there, you see a bunch of pictures, right? You see a bunch of Yemeni artwork and stuff like that. So they are
like
great.
A little bit of Yemen here in Dearborn. So
Exactly. So they are grateful for people who share, our stories because we're all Yemeni people as well. So therefore, I heard, if I'm correct, that you guys now will be selling a Salwa Maori's book, which is the Under the Sana'a Skyline. You guys are going to make it available at your store as well, at the coffee shop as well. They encourage everybody to pick it up. And by the way, they're not only just selling her books and supporting her books, they are also going to be distributing the books through Dearborn Public Schools, all elementary schools and middle schools as well. So the Qahwah House is, trying to represent the Yemeni culture, not just by selling coffee and pastries,
It's not just cup of coffee. Actually, this is what the idea about Qahwah House. It's not just selling cup of coffee. It's to build a bridge between different culture.
I love
It's also to show everyone what's Yemen. When we heard about Yemen, we heard all these sad stories. Everyone, they tired of sad stories. Maybe they're gonna feel emotion, they're gonna cry, but when they leave, they're gonna forget everything what they told them about crazy stuff. But when you told them nice story, beautiful story, they're gonna still remember those story, and they're gonna do their search. They're gonna do their search. They're gonna look for Yemen. They're gonna find what's going on in Yemen, and they're gonna stay in their mind, and they're gonna speak up, and they're gonna try to find, something to help out people in Yemen.
Because they appreciate the culture and they can see that.
Exactly. Always sad story. Everyone has, they have their enough. So we need something to change.
To make a positive.
Exactly. Not just always talking about the crazy war. You don't know what's going on in Yemen. We need to send message in different way to let the people stay in their mind and always think about Yemen. Always do their job, just to search about Yemen, and they're gonna find out everything.
And show them what we're proud of.
Exactly. Always we told them we are behind every smile in the morning. Because the coffee. When they wake up with the coffee, because we carry the coffee.
Listen, it doesn't matter. Morning, evening,
Yeah.
that coffee is amazing.
It's
So.
for us, yes, all the
Mashallah.
time. But most of the people here, especially, they drink in the morning.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why they have the biggest smile in the morning because of coffee. When they wake up, they don't want to even smile.
Yeah. People don't start talking until their cup of coffee is done.
Yeah.
It's serious
Exactly.
business.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, like I said, that's awesome that you guys are doing that for Selwa. She actually came on our show a few weeks ago to talk about her book. So congratulations to Selwa, by the way, for
Congratulations.
publishing it.
It's a beautiful book. I've read it to my students. I have EL students that don't speak any English, and the smile on his face, like listening to the story, like even
Probably throughout the
what
book,
is
by the way.
Yes.
That's
What is
right.
the Miklis called that's upstairs with all the windows? And-
Tayramana.
Yes, I didn't know how to say it in Arabic, and I'm like, I'm reading it. I'm like, Tayramana. Like, he said Tayramana. He's like saying it right, and I'm like, oh, potato. Thank you. Yeah, it was cute. He was so happy.
It's
That
a
is so
Yemeni,
sweet.
it's San'ani word accent.
Yeah.
So we should say Miklis.
Yeah, we say Miklis Arabic.
Miklis Arabic.
Miklis Arabic,
Miklis
yeah.
Arabic.
We call it Tayramana. But
Yeah.
it's good with this book. It's just to even for the kids they can understand.
Yeah.
100%.
They can stay in their mind what's Yemen. Even for Yemeni, for non-Yemeni, they're gonna put their mind Yemen in their mind.
Yes.
And this is how it should be from early age.
Yes.
Even to the older people, we
Yeah.
have to tell them more about Yemen, and was a good book to start with actually.
Yeah.
Especially like the younger generation, since the war happened, that couldn't even go visit yet. Like this gives them an idea,
Yeah.
like you said. So
And like I said, they're not only just having the book there, they're even distributing it to all Dearborn Public Schools, elementary and middle schools. So all those libraries will be having it, thanks to the Qahwah House
That's
teaming
a
up with
lot.
Selwa. So that is an awesome thing that you guys are doing. And again, Selwa, great lady. She was
Beautiful.
on the show. Inshallah, we'll have her again to now talk about how it is to publish books and some of our favorite books as well.
we need a book signing.
Yeah, she needs to have a book signing, maybe even at the Qahwah House, maybe,
Yeah.
or something where we can sit there and have people come and drink some, adeni tea and, sign the books.
With this book has to be coffee, San'ani coffee.
Yes.
San'ani coffee.
Because it's under the
Sana'a Skyline. There you go.
What is your favorite drink?
San'ani.
Oh, we got that
Oh, okay,
question.
sorry.
Yeah, we got that question. We're jumping right now. We're jumping, all right? But no, I know you kind of talked about it already, about like what inspired you or what inspired you to want to open up a place like Qahwah House. But can you tell us a little bit more? Like, what was the inspiration about opening up a place like the Qahwah House?
See, when I was a kid, I had believed Yemeni coffee is the best coffee.
Yeah.
It is.
It is, by the way.
Bin
It's not-
al-Yemeni.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was in my heart and my mind. So when I grow up, I I want to do something with the coffee. I tried before, but I was ready before, even when I was in Yemen, to do it in different countries, not like this way, but in different way, to ship it to different countries. It doesn't work because I was busy, and you know, just it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So when I came to United States, I have the idea to do something also with the coffee. But it doesn't. I don't have the chance in New York. It's a big city. It's too much expenses. It's gonna cost too much in the beginning over there.
Yeah.
So when I moved to Dearborn, I said, "Oh, this is the right place for it.
Perfect place for
It's
it.
a special mix."
Well, then
between
you ended
Arab
up opening
culture-
one in New York, so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we're
did,
gonna- yeah.
That's why
Subhanallah.
second one was in New York because I want to do it there. That what was first to do it in New York. But
Subhanallah,
alhamdulillah,
Alhamdulillah.
it's
Everything
happened.
works
Yeah.
for a reason.
Yeah.
So everything worked for a reason, exactly. So when I moved to Dearborn, I started working with different companies. I'm in the airport for like 6-7 months. After this, I stopped, and I tried to start with the business. From my belief for Yemeni coffee, I also have belief in myself. I'm gonna do something very special, very different. It's not only a cup of coffee. It's a story about Yemeni culture, Yemeni coffee, people in Yemen. Just to bring something, you know, special to United States with the Yemeni coffee. It's about to tell everyone about cities in Yemen. They don't know about it. They never heard about a city in Yemen. They never heard about like San'ani coffee or Jubani or Radai or Adeni chai. That's why I said I love Yemen. That's why I wanna bring a part of Yemen to United States, and this is what I try to do. So I try many times to ask people to be a partner of this job, of this business, but a lot of them they don't want to take the risk.
Yeah.
They don't want to be.
Something new. People are scared.
Yeah, something new.
Yeah.
They're scared. Everyone told me no, it's not gonna work. Just try, from home, sell coffees, see how it's gonna be. If it's gonna work after this, think about it.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. When I love to take the full risk for it.
Yeah.
So I try. I just spend everything I have, saving everything. So the last 2 months I don't have even money to pay the rent actually.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
So from the day I opened, alhamdulillah, was working very good.
Alhamdulillah.
Well, here we are.
Now you are here.
We have
Mashallah.
four locations now.
Mashallah.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, and we can even get into that. So you have 4 locations, one in East Dearborn, West Dearborn, one in New York, and one in Chicago. I guess what made you want to expand the franchise outside of Michigan? Like what you figured that, other people are going to love it? Like what made you want to do that?
It's the same idea. It's same belief about Yemeni coffee, Yemeni culture. We want everyone. It's not just for me and you. It's not just for here or here. It's for everyone. That's why I want to, a lot of people, they heard about Yemeni coffee now.
Yeah.
But they can't have it in different states, in different cities,
You need one in California.
We're working.
There you go.
So the idea from the beginning is to let everyone know about Yemeni coffee and Yemeni culture.
Yeah. It's an experience. It really is an experience.
It's a full experience. It's
Honestly.
as I said from the beginning, it's not a cup of coffee only. It's something build a bridge between different cultures.
Even like with history, when you look around the room, you see the map of how the coffee was imported. You know what I'm saying? Like it's literally a whole experience. And stories are built on that.
And people love it.
100%.
People love it. Like that's probably why mashallah is very successful is because they get that full experience when they go in there. They feel like I feel like you are in Yemen in a way a little bit
100%.
like in terms of like the smell of the coffee and obviously the
Yemen
pictures,
The
music.
music,
yeah.
You think you are in Tayramana like in the book.
There you go. And what's crazy is that and once they try it, they're hooked.
Yeah.
That's it. And the chain continues. SubhanAllah.
That's what when they see it's get busy there, they said, "Man, what you did in the coffee?
Yeah.
Did you put something in the coffee?"
Yeah. It's addicting.
Yeah, they said they're start really busy, and everyone just waiting for the order. Sometimes they're waiting for like 10-15 minutes.
Yeah.
They said, "What's in the coffee?"
Listen,
Yeah.
rizq min Allah.
Yeah,
So,
that's
and
I said,
is-
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
It's just if you have clean heart and
A
niyyah
good
safiyah.
purpose.
Yeah, everything is gonna work.
Yep.
It's nice.
MashaAllah.
Ahmed, by the way, Ahmed is a commenter saying, how are you all doing? Ramadan Kareem, and he said Qahwah House is amazing as well. I mean, he's still in high school, so even high schoolers are loving the Qahwah House as well.
Thank you so much, Ahmed.
Yes. And I know you mentioned that, like, you know, you probably didn't have when you first started, you didn't have the support that you needed. But I guess with this being the first coffee shop of its own in the U.S., I guess who supported your plan when it was just an idea? Like, who did support you? Did anyone support you?
I think the only one here it's my wife.
There you go.
Aww.
There you go.
That's so cute. That's all you need.
Behind every strong man is what?
A stronger woman.
Stronger woman.
And smarter.
And of course my family back home, because they have also the belief of Yemeni coffee.
Yeah.
That's gonna do something.
Yeah. Okay. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. So, going on to that is, basically, in what ways has your business model affected the community? Like, how did your business affect the community? And we can sit here and talk about how there's other qahwa places now. So, how has it affected the community?
Of course, we open new avenue for new business for coffee. So we see now there is a lot of coffee shop they start opening. Alhamdulillah, that's very good for them and for also Yemeni coffee. When you open more coffee shop here for Yemeni style coffee, it's good for us as a Yemeni over here to let the people know about our culture and about our coffee. Also, we help the economy over there back home.
I was
We
going
help
to say
the
that.
farmers.
Yeah.
We help to find a new opportunity for job over here or back home in Yemen. So it helped the community in Dearborn, also in the different states, also to help the community, the people over there in Yemen to have something.
Yeah.
Also to go back to grow coffee like before.
And say, have they expanded Yemen, like the coffee cup,
Yeah, now
The land and all
a lot of people they start going back to focusing on coffee. A lot of farmers they start growing more coffee, not like before. Before they focus on gas, now the people start focusing on more on coffee. A lot of people
The demand is higher.
Yes, they take that coffee, allow the get down, and they start growing coffee again.
Beautiful.
And they start to focus on also on the quality and the process, how to grow coffee, how to check which one is the high quality, the flavor, But I see a lot of people they have now the experience of this to do more quality of coffee.
No, and the coffee of Yemen is very, 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 it's one of our gems.
Yeah.
Very important, very delicious as well.
It's better to be known for the coffee than for the fats.
Yemen stayed for more than 200 years the only sources for coffee.
Yeah.
Around the world. But after this, when they start growing get and this,
Yeah.
we lose a lot part of the coffee business.
Can you, if you're okay with it, can you give us the process of how, because I'm sure you're getting it from Yemen, right? And that's what I'm hearing. Can you give us the process of how that even works? How do you get it, and then how is it distributed and stuff like that? Is that okay?
Yeah. So first we have, it's long story from the process.
Yeah.
We're gonna see. First it's go out from the farms to the place.
Are there farms, your family's farms, or?
Yes.
Oh,
It's
Nice.
farms in Haraz in Safan actually.
Okay.
So after when they do the pick the coffee, they have to do the dry. They dry, sun dry. When they finish the dry, they have to separate the husk, the beans from the husk.
Yeah.
When they finish this, they have to do, separate the size of the beans.
Wow.
The size of the beans. There's some of them they go 14, 15, 16. So after this, we have to clean it. If there is something wrong, one of the beans is not good, they have to clean it. And when everything is ready, after this, we take it to put it in the container. We have to do special, installation for container to
keep it fresh.
Yes.
Yeah.
From Sana'a, after this, we take it to Aden, to the port of Aden. From Aden, it's come to United States. But this is the problem between Sana'a and Aden, because all this going on in Yemen.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Has
Yeah,
it?
that's what I'm
too
saying.
many
Did it affect
checkpoint,
it at a point?
Yes, you have too many
Delay.
checkpoints, too many delay, everything,
Okay.
But you gotta deal with it, always I told you, you gotta take the risk with the business.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
Alhamdulillah, and obviously with the growth of the business, so far been successful, man. So very, very happy for you and everything. So moving on to the next question is, Qahwah House has had some big name people visit the place. Like I said, a lot of different people come from different places in the country. If they're visiting Dearborn, I feel like they are Michigan.
If they're visiting any family member that visits Michigan, I have to take them there.
Yeah.
It's something that you're like, you want to show off.
Yeah.
In a way, it's
It
a
is.
good experience.
Yeah.
So yeah. 100%.
Exactly. And now we can say we know the owner too now.
I know.
Yeah, he's a friend of ours.
Listen, alhamdulillah, I'm friends for everyone. If you're gonna go there, you're gonna find me clean the table.
Yeah.
Allah is always working. You would never think it's the owner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But subhanallah.
That's what I like to do, actually.
Which location?
You know why I clean the table, actually? Because is the only chance I have to talk to the customer.
Oh, okay.
I can talk to the customer face to face if they have anything, if they have any complaint, if they have any suggestion, they
I have
want
a
to tell me
question.
anything. Yeah.
Which one's your favorite location?
Mine,
Yeah.
first one, the one in Schaefer.
Really?
I figured.
It's the
Because
original.
it's a baby.
I like that one,
Yeah.
but
That's the
I feel
baby.
like it's so tight. I know the upstairs area, but I feel like it was so. When you open the
That's
one
why
at
he
West Dearborn,
expanded.
I'm just like that one is like where you
But-
want to bring somebody.
But this one in the future is gonna be like the first location we put Qahwah House. Inshallah, when we have a big
Yeah.
company and location
That's the
everywhere.
historical.
This one's gonna be like a visit for people. They come how this
How
company
it
started
started.
from
Yeah.
this
Yes,
location.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And I want to add on. You didn't mention this, but you know how you said what did Qahwah House do for the community?
Yeah.
I know last summer you guys had a whole cultural show.
Yes.
Oh man.
So-
I
We have
remember
Yemeni
this.
coffee culture day. We
Yes.
wanna show also how the
The
Yemeni
dress.
culture, the dress, the food, not
Yes.
only coffee, the food, the
Honey.
dress, the music, honey, everything we put in one place.
Yes.
And we invited a lot of people, and they it was very, very good actually.
Very good turnout.
Yeah. I've
So
seen. I
definitely
saw
bringing the
pictures.
community together.
Yeah, to bring the community, and obviously they're also always donating, always sponsoring events that are happening in the communities as well. Like, I mean, we could sit here and just discuss all the great things that you guys have done, alhamdulillah, man, and so we appreciate it. So going back to like the people visiting, right? I saw a picture of Bernie Sanders there, which I thought was very funny. So what made him want to come there? Like, what made Bernie Sanders want to come? Why do you feel like outside people like tend to want to come to the Qahwah House?
They're attracted to it.
Yeah, at first, I think they heard a lot about Qahwah House and about how they bring people together actually, and they know they're gonna find all kind of people in this place, from everywhere. This is one. Second, because they know I'm an immigrant, I come from Yemen and a bad situation, and I build, my business, I build my career, I build myself, and I make change in this community in the United States. I add to it. I didn't take from it. I add to it, and this is actually what they want to see. Good stories about immigrant, not just.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Someone who
agree.
came in and took the opportunity to their benefit.
Yeah.
and
You
to the
are-
community benefit.
He's the definition of the American dream, right? You are somebody that came to America.
This is what I said. There is nothing called American dream.
Oh.
We are the dream. For
There you go.
Wow.
We are the change for this.
Definitely.
We change it.
Definitely.
We
I
change
love
the
that. Give him the
everything.
claps.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him some claps right now. The crowd, we have to make sure the crowd is awake. They gotta wake up, crowd now. The crowd is see. There you go.
I like that. I
Yeah,
really do.
clapping.
Yeah, we are the dream. It's true. We're the ones that make America great. You know
Because
what I'm
of
saying?
us.
It's all the mix. 100%.
Yeah.
That is awesome. That is awesome. So, anyone else like that you can think of on the top of your head? I know Bernie Sanders. Obviously, some people know Bernie, but people that maybe that we know, the public knows, that have visited the Qahwah House.
There is a lot. I didn't even remember the names. There is a lot of people. They come even from overseas, from here, from different states. They visit Qahwah House. I didn't even remember them.
Okay.
You know what I did notice too? Like people who want to open up coffee shops, they come in and scope your place out. I know the Muslims of the world. I don't know if you know them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember they used to come a lot just to see the vibe, see how it's going, and they were asking us like, "Is it always busy?" Like, I'm like, "It's literally always busy." I met them there, believe it or not.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a place to look up to.
I'm very happy they take the idea from us
Yeah.
and they go do it different places. That's fine. It's always competition is healthy.
100%.
We need more of this. We need more of this for us in different places,
Yeah.
and we have a big market for everyone.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I mean, it's nice for me to see all this business start up, and after when I did this business, why not?
100%.
Yeah,
For sure. And
Trailblazer.
it's
Yeah.
nice to see.
Started it.
Yeah,
no, alhamdulillah, man, and that's good that you say that, because you know how the mindset is, it's like a competition, that don't support it, or people have that kind of mindset. What are your thoughts when people say that thing?
it's always wrong. You never think like this. Whatever you're gonna do, it's for you. Whatever is gonna for you is gonna come to you.
Yeah.
100%.
It's not if somebody gonna open. I said early, the competition is healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's good for everyone. If you remember in Arab countries, there is like gold market. You see how many gold stores and
Right next
like,
to each
like,
other.
They're right there.
like 100 of them,
Burger King and McDonald's across the street.
like 100 of them,
Yeah.
and all these stores they work, and they do good.
Yeah.
No one of them are closed. You know,
Yeah.
this is the same way. It's a big market, and the end we have one mission, is to bring out the Yemeni coffee, Yemeni culture, our culture, what we have to share with
What we
different
represent.
culture. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yep, I do too, man. I do too. And so I'm gonna ask you this. We're gonna go back to 2011 when you first came to America. What were you doing when you first came to America?
Nothing. I came out doing nothing.
You
first.
came with an idea.
I came with an idea. I came with myself.
Yeah. So what was your first job? What was your first job that you did before?
First job. So when I came, I don't have like work permit or anything. I don't have paperwork to do anything in the United States. So I can't work.
And then the language.
And
probably.
language, of course. So I went to New York first. I see New York is famous with the deli and
Yes.
grocery.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I see how's their life and how they work like 16 hours and they sleep in the same place. They don't know
Yeah.
Yeah.
the other
It's
streets. They
just-
don't know anything. I said I don't want to do this
Yeah.
because if I'm gonna start there, I'm gonna
Stay
waste all my life.
Yeah.
So I bring the bag. I bring it from Yemen, the big bag. You know, I went to the wholesale. I buy like pins or anything, candy or anything, and I take the big bags. I walk in the street. I sell those stuff to the grocery from store to store.
Wow,
Mm.
subhanallah.
And it was very snow. I mean, snow a lot, snow at that time.
Especially
I
New York.
Yeah, I take from store to store to sell like grocery stuff for that.
Listen, the hustle was there.
Yeah.
The hustle was always
Yeah.
there.
I have a big one. I have small one. I just work like every day, like more than like 6-8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And alhamdulillah, I mean, I see when I still remember the first store in Brooklyn I went to. It was a Yemeni store in Myrtle Avenue. I went to him. I started to give him, I told him I'm selling those stuff, and he even maybe in the beginning they start to support me. They wanna buy
Help you.
anything from me, even they don't need it, but just because I already come in and they.
And you're Yemeni and yeah.
And it was good. Yani, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
This was the first one for me.
That's
Wow,
awesome.
And I'm
subhanallah.
sure the people in New York that used to support you with this, and they're probably like, wow, now he's opening Qahwah House there. And
I met
the
a
same
lot-
guy.
I met a lot of them there, yeah, in New York.
Wow, subhanallah.
Subhanallah. How was the location in New York and Chicago? How are those going?
In a fire.
MashaAllah, tabarakallah, Allahumma barik.
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
Yani, the one in New York, alhamdulillah, very, very busy. The one in Chicago is packed. There is like, I think, more than one block.
I see
line
the
outside.
TikToks.
Yeah.
Everyone's always there every day.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, it's
It's
addictive.
just line to outside store. It's like one block out.
And is it just Yemeni people that are there, or
No. It's from everywhere.
Everywhere.
It's Yemeni, Arab, Pakistani, Indian, white, black, Spanish, everywhere. And I was there last week, and I see the house like.
I bet you were,
I wasn't even in the weekend and was super busy.
Are you traveling a lot to all your locations that you
Yeah, I
see
have
yourself?
to go to visit them all.
Yeah. MashaAllah.
how often do you visit all of them?
Like already in month, I went like twice to or 3 times to Chicago because of the new one. New York, I went one time in last month. Usually, like in the future, I have at least one time a month to visit
Yeah.
them.
Once they got their feet going and
Yeah.
mashallah. That's amazing.
That is beautiful. That is beautiful. It is great to hear this. So, what is it like to have a business during like Ramadan? Like, do your hours change? Workers change? Like, what is it like to have a business during Ramadan? Because I wanted to hear what's that like, and I'm sure people that are listening that might not be Muslim be like wonder like, you know, why does these hours change or why does this happen? So, does your hours change or no?
A little bit, not too much actually.
Okay.
So we usually open from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. So we cut 2 hours in the morning. So now we open from 9 a.m. But we add more hours at night time for Muslim people to come at night time after iftar. So now 2 a.m.
Okay.
So like it's a long hours for our employee. I mean, but alhamdulillah we focus. We try to control and focus on the quality too for everyone.
That's awesome.
Sure.
By the way, my wife chimed in and said yes with hearts. I think it was when you were talking about your story. And then Yusuf Al-Agi said Abe is the man and has a real passion for what he does, unlike the imitators. Okay, so he's
You
he's
can
not
see
gonna-
it,
Thank you,
mashallah. You can definitely hear it in your voice.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, once we hear, see, that's why I wanted you to share what you were doing beforehand because that could just give that. That's like
Gives people hope.
yeah, and
Allah.
it does.
You always do that.
Yeah.
You always have hope in for Allah to do something for yourself. You always have the passion. If you have the passion from inside, you can do anything.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is true. That is true. So we were talking about Ramadan, right? And so it is Ramadan, and we want to talk about basically, what's your favorite things to do during Ramadan? But before we do that, actually, let's go back to favorite favorite number one selling drink. So we're gonna ask you first. What's your number one selling drink at the Qahwah House? And then the number one pastry, and then we're gonna share also what we love from the Qahwah House. So, what is the number one selling drink at the Qahwah House?
So my favorite is Sanani.
Okay.
It's because I'm from Sana'a.
You know, I haven't
I
had
used
that
to
one.
drink it. That's why I used to drink it.
Okay.
Second favorite for me is Jubani. Actually, I love Jubani.
Really?
Wow.
During the night time is. Yeah.
See, you know what's crazy? I always get 3. I either get the mafawar, or I get the yemeni latte, or I get adeni shahi. I'm just like too scared to try.
All of them with milk. That's
All of them with
I want to try
Yeah.
something about them.
That's true.
Wait, the mafawar is that with milk, right?
Yeah, the mufawwar is
Wait,
shahi
then which
honey
one is the
basically,
one?
right?
Yeah, it's coffee with halib.
Yeah.
The aden is thirsty. Yeah.
I like the
Then it's not the
mufawwar.
mafawar.
If you want to enjoy your coffee, if you want to taste the real coffee, the flavor on the coffee, you gotta drink it black. That's what you have to. Black with no adding to it.
We were just
You
talking
can
about
taste
black
the flavor.
coffee.
Yeah.
Especially the Yemeni coffee has natural sweetness in it. You don't have to, add any flavors to it.
That's true.
Yeah. Who do we got calling?
Omar, this is Andrew Alexiak, the president of the Hamtramck Firefighters Association. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Andrew, I'm so sorry. I'm actually doing like a live show, and I usually take calls from my phone. I thought someone was calling in. Can I give you a call back like in a half hour?
This is great.
Oh, okay, yeah, no problem.
I apologize, but I'll call you back in a half hour.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. That was from the Hamtramck Firefighters because they reached out to me earlier. They wanted to donate to Yemen for the basketball game this coming Saturday.
That's really nice.
Yeah, very nice of them. And I was going to push them to even come and show up because, the kids, they see
Yeah, fire truck.
they see a fire truck and firefighters. Like, it's a community thing. Like, if you see police officers, you see firefighters, you see community leaders. Abdullah Hamoud is going to be playing in the basketball game, by the way.
Oh, is he
The
playing?
mayor of Dearborn is going to be playing in
Oh,
the
really?
game. Yeah, I did the video. So he's going to be playing in the game. Of course, you got Dr. Ghalib, the mayor of Hamtramck. He's going to be there. We might have to get him to play too now. The mayor of Dearborn is going to play. So I wanted it to make it like to show people like we can come together and to show Yemen that there are people out here that care about you. So he's reaching out. I appreciate him calling. It's just unfortunately not the greatest time. I thought it was somebody calling in because obviously for those that do want to call in and give Ibrahim a shout out and Qahwah House a shout out, the number is 313-306-1750. Feel free to call in. It's a random number, so I had to answer. I apologize. I didn't mean to interrupt the conversation. But going back to that, number one pastry from the Qahwah House. Number one thing that people like to eat from the Qahwah House.
I think خلايا and سبية النحل.
Yeah, 100%.
خلية النحل and sabaya.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now for us, Abid, I'm gonna start out with you. Favorite thing you want to drink?
I mean, I already kind of said it, but I think I'm saying it wrong. Is it qashr then?
Qashr,
It's
yeah.
the light color, yeah. Then I like qashr, and then I like
I
the
love qashr too.
adeni tea, and then the yemeni latte.
It's in
But
our
my
family.
go-to is the adeni. Whenever I want to introduce something to someone that's American, I start off with the adeni shahi. and then we go from there.
Yeah, me too. It's Qush and Adeni tea as well, for sure. Those are our go-tos. I mean, that's the stuff that we kind of grew up on too, right?
100%, yeah.
You know, so we
No, and I
had.
love the
Comfortable.
mafawad as well. The mafawad is really good.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm talking about the right one.
I remember it comes with that little thing.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
No, I know.
yeah.
Okay.
There's this dessert that you guys make. You know what I'm talking
Yes.
about?
Talia.
It's like this big.
It's the daughter's name.
Talia.
Yeah.
Send them
Oh
daughter
my
name.
gosh.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
right.
I can just.
I remember they said that it's his daughter's name.
It's
That
her
name is
birthday
beautiful.
today actually.
Oh, happy birthday!
It's her birthday.
Happy
today.
birthday, happy birthday. It's Talia, you said?
Talia. yeah.
Talia.
Yeah,
Talia.
That's why I call this sweet after her.
Oh.
Oh, mashallah. How many kids do you guys have?
3.
Mashallah.
Yeah.
Now you're putting pressure on me.
Talia, she gonna first one. She turned 6 today.
Oh,
I
mashallah.
have Jed. He's 2 years, and I have Karam. He's gonna be 6 months.
Oh, mashallah.
Allahumma barik.
So my daughter's gonna watch this later in the future, and she's gonna say, "How come you don't have nothing named after me, man?" And now I gotta do something and name it after my daughter. But subhanallah, I have 2 daughters. My other daughter, my one that just turned 1, her birthday was yesterday too.
MashaAllah.
So we just had a couple back-to-back birthdays
And,
as well.
today's Zach, our brother's
birthday.
Yeah, Zach.
So believe it or not. Hey, happy birthday, Zach.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to Zach. We have a show with Zach too for the younger generation. So he's-
April's a very
There's a lot of birthdays in April.
Yeah.
There is a lot of
and
birthdays.
Amar's birthday is in April as well.
Yeah, mine's coming up in a couple weeks as well. So thank you, I appreciate it. So yeah, inshallah. I mean, pastries. You mentioned yours. How about you?
Yeah.
Khalid and Nahal is like my favorite.
Okay, me it's sabaya. You know, definitely. I'm starting to love it again. When I grew up, my mom I used to never like it for some reason. I know I was one of those people, but now that I'm getting older, I realize like it's
You
delicious.
see how much you miss it.
I know I missed out a lot.
When you have something like too much, you don't really take
Appreciate it.
Yeah, you don't appreciate it. But when it's gone for a while, then you start.
This is also how we, Yemeni here in the United States, even when I was in Yemen, I don't wear like Yemeni clothes too much. I don't listen to Yemeni music too much. But when you come here, it's just you need anything to contact you with the Yemen.
Yes,
Yeah.
You need
it's true.
anything.
To bring you back to your roots.
Yes, exactly. And that's what we try to do.
I'm not gonna lie, the
Would it-
Yemeni community here in Dearborn have definitely stepped up the past couple of years. Like you see
Uh,
so much businesses
Yeah,
rise.
it's a good to see them now. Actually, like that. Before they focus on just very small business,
Gas
grocery,
station,
Now,
grocery. Yeah.
now alhamdulillah, they try to open your different idea, new business. They go with the restaurants, the big business. No, it's a good. I mean, before they scared to take the risk. This is the only things you have to be.
You have to be willing to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Like
Yeah.
taking that
Yeah.
jump, that first leap.
Listen,
It's hard, wallah, especially when
you're
used.
the one who make this money.
Yeah.
And you're the one who make more. I mean, even you're gonna fail, you're gonna stand up again and do another
Yeah.
one. This is how most of the people they have a lot. Big business. This is how they do it.
Yeah.
How many times they fail?
I want to say something to piggyback off on that. So like a lot of people that if you're working in a career, you're working for somebody else, you're getting that paycheck every week, every 2 weeks, you're comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And to step out of that and do something on your own and let go of that is very hard. Like when you have a family and when you have, very limited resources. But like Elon Musk says that he does not partner with anyone unless they failed 3 times, 3 businesses. So they know that what they did, the mistakes before, that they can learn from them.
Because
So,
you learn
mistakes are
from
okay.
you learn from your mistake.
100%.
If you didn't make mistake, that means you're in the same place. You didn't move.
100%.
You didn't grow.
Yeah.
You know what? Before when I started the business, I worked 2 jobs part time. And I didn't have time even to think or to plan to start my business. You know what I did? At first, I stopped one of the job, so I said I can have more time to start my business. So I focus on other business, another job. I spend more hours on it
Yeah.
because I don't want to. If there is something you want to hold in it, because this is how we make money. You make
Yeah,
living.
100%.
You don't want to let it go.
Yeah.
So I said no, it's not gonna work. I stopped with them.
And you
I don't-
invested in yourself.
And I didn't work anymore for almost 1 year, and that's why I came out with the recipes, with the roasting, barista, processed everything. I working in this whole year.
Listen, his leaf
and I
is the
come
best
out with
leaf.
it. Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, it was very hard. It's very hard. It's not easy to stop working and stop making money, especially have a family.
100%.
Yeah,
No,
but
I 100%
sometimes
agree.
if you know what you're doing, if you believe in your idea, if you believe in yourself, if you have plan, you already what's next. Always work with plan. After this jump, you're not just jumping with no plan.
Nothing, yeah.
You're gonna have plan.
Do your
and jump.
research.
Take the risk. You don't know. Any business has risk,
Yeah.
but you gotta take the risk.
And it's crazy when you're working for somebody else, you're working for their dream. You're helping them have their dream, and at the end of the day,
You want to have your own.
investing in yourself. It's big though. It's scary.
And you said it's hard, and I think it's important to talk about this because I do want to ask you this. You coming from Yemen, obviously, I'm assuming you had to learn the English language. You had to learn the English culture, the American culture. So I guess what was the hardest part for you, getting comfortable with everything that happens in America, and then eventually taking that leap of faith and opening up your business? Like, what was the hardest part for you throughout that process?
Of course, language one of the most problem you have because they deal with different culture.
Yeah.
You have to know their culture. It's not only language; it's culture. How
Culture
to deal with
first,
everyone.
Yeah.
That's why we have to, talk to many people. We have to make, contact with different people. You see how is the difference between us and them? What's different between culture? Maybe something I do it in my culture is people think. I think it's okay. For other people, it's not. You don't want to get in a problem. You don't want to make someone mad or anything. That's
Or
why
offend anyone.
Yeah, exactly. That's why this was first thing I have to learn it, language and culture.
Yeah.
And alhamdulillah, wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It doesn't take too much, but yeah.
Alhamdulillah. That's very good. That's very good. All right. We're keeping the questions rolling now. Going back to the Ramadan. It is Ramadan, so we want to hear. I'm gonna ask everybody that's during the month of Ramadan. It's favorite thing to do first. What is your favorite thing to do during the month of Ramadan?
Food.
Food.
Of course, food because I have more time in Ramadan to go home. Usually I didn't go home. I have more time now to spend with my family. I go home, eat with them. Kids, they can see me more time. Ramadan, not
nice.
Other days. We eat together. My kids are like they love my lemonade. I make them lemonade.
You gotta start selling that too at the Qahwah House. I love lemonade.
Qahwah House is
I
just.
just love
That's why they said, "Oh, you make the best lemonade, better than mom." They wait for me when I make that. They have to watch me when I'm doing
Mixing.
the water mixing. So
That's
they
cute.
Do you cook?
I did, but without crazy recipes. So
Okay.
I don't have something I know how to do it. So I bring meat. I bring the spices and everything.
Like
Yeah.
honey and stuff?
No.
Oh.
No. So I don't know how to make this
Okay.
specific.
Okay.
But I can make something from my mind and just do it.
Yeah.
And I see how it's gonna come at the end.
Yeah.
That's what I do. This is when I feel I want to do something. I have some more time. I go to the kitchen and
Experiment.
I take the meat and I cut it or anything else and just mix it. Try throw different crazy stuff. I just want to see how it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Because I think I'm the.
And then your wife is probably stuck cleaning up the mess, right?
No, I clean.
Oh, there you go.
Listen, this is why when I did something, I have to clean up after me.
Nice.
There you
Good
go.
for
Yeah.
Do you wear a chef hat while you do everything? That's the
Oh my
next
God.
question.
No, I like to show my.
Uh,
I don't do it.
No, my uncle Nishwan, we keep trying to push him to start a
Food
a
truck?
Food
Yeah.
truck.
He works in Chrysler and he's comfortable. He's scared, but this guy can go in the kitchen and mashallah, he can really cook. But he leaves the cleaning to his wife. He doesn't clean it after himself. So
You gonna call him out in front of everybody
yes,
right now?
I'm calling you out.
Alright,
That's all.
so you said food. Favorite thing to eat during Ramadan?
Sambusa, of course.
Yeah.
Sambusa.
Oh yeah, sambusa. It's how it. Oh,
You
yeah.
guys sell sambusa.
What do you like in your
We,
sambusa?
we sell sambusa, but Ramadan sambusa is very different.
Oh yeah. Of
Smaller
cake.
and
Yeah.
crispier.
Crunchy,
Yeah.
Yeah. That
What do
makes
you like in
sense.
your sambusa?
Meat or cheese.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some people do different things.
Yeah, a lot of
My
people
mom
do
eats aden
Yeah, and then there's
I didn't know she did that.
Adas and Ramadan is not good. Make your stomach bigger.
That is true. That is true. So we talked about favorite food. We talked about favorite thing to do. And realistically, we're moving on now to the last question. So before we do move on to the last question, and of course you guys can shoot away any other questions you guys may have. Got to give a shout out to the second sponsor, which is the Balkan House Restaurants. Location is 3028 Kniff Street, Hamtramck, Michigan. They also have a Ferndale location, 314 West 9 Mile Road, Ferndale, Michigan. They are famous for their doner kebab sandwich. They serve breakfast. All their food is halal. The service is A1. Always giving back to the community. I'm going to talk a little bit about that as well. So shout out to Juma, shout out to Hassan. You know, their kids go to Hanley International Academy. Great students as well. And so just talking about Yemen, right, and spreading the word and stuff. So they're located, I mean, their main restaurant was in Hamtramck, and obviously they're comfortable. I mean, getting to know the people there and getting to know, workers and us over there too. And so the lady reached out to me a couple weeks ago and wanted to do a fundraiser for Yemen. And she said all the proceeds are going to go to Yemen from the Hamtramck and the Ferndale location. They ended up raising over $3,000 to Yemen that one day, mashallah. And we did a show there. We went live with the owner, and I just wanted to share this with you, just so us as Yemeni, we can continue to, and it's our actions, it's who we are as people. As long as we keep showing people of who we are, the kind of people that we are, and people are, they fall in love with it, and they love it, and they love to support it. So, shout out to the Balkan House Restaurant, by the way. There's great people over there. And, just wanted to share that with them. And obviously they're going to be in attendance as well at the game. But, yeah, just wanted to give a shout out to the Balkan House Restaurant. And we appreciate them. And, again, I want to say one more time, because I want to give a shout out to Salwa Maori's book. That the Qahwah House, they take pride in Yemeni culture and heritage and sharing it with the world. Obviously, if you go into their cafes, you will see that. They are grateful for people who also share our stories. Therefore, they're going to be selling Salwa Maori's book under the Sana'a skyline at their cafes. And, they encourage everybody to buy it. And also, they also bought books to donate to all the Dearborn public schools and the elementary and middle school. So just wanted to also share that. Again, thank you for doing that. And especially thanks, and I'm sure Salwa is very thankful for that and grateful for that as well.
Actually, because she did a good job with the book.
Yeah, no, for real. She did an awesome job with the book. And like I said, she was on our show and just a great supporter too. Like she constantly posted clips of the videos, like even after, like weeks after the show. So she's awesome. She's awesome as well, and you guys are awesome as well. So, with that said,
before we do final word,
yes.
I have a question.
Good.
So who's behind the interior design? Who designs how it looks?
Me?
Really? Mashallah. It's really nice.
I tried just to do something matched to Yemeni style.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah. Was the idea from, everything over there has to
Represent.
Yes, exactly. To show something in Yemen. The map, how to tell the people how the Yemeni coffee start, when it start, how it goes around the world to different places. The picture of the farms, the picture of the family. It's part of me also, part of every family they grow coffee in Yemen.
Yeah.
No, mashallah. No, and then even like jewelry is on the walls, like literally everything.
It's
Literally.
our culture. You gotta
Yes.
see everything. That's why it's not just cup of coffee. It's culture.
Experience
It's
and
experience. It's experience with everything.
Wow. That's nice.
So the final advice question basically is for anyone who wants to open up a business. I know you kind of talked about this, right? Anyone that wants to open up a business that they're passionate about but are afraid to take that next step, what advice would you give to that person that's listening right now?
Just do it. Just do what you have to do. Business, if you have the idea, you have the passion, the next step is just to do it. First, you gotta have plan. If you have plan, just jump. If you're gonna fail, you're gonna stand up again and you're gonna do it again. That's what you have to do. Don't wait for someone to tell you what you have to do. Don't listen to no one. Don't listen to your friends. Don't listen to your even sometimes your family. If they're gonna tell you no, then do it. You're gonna lose your money. You're gonna do this. You the one you make this money. You're gonna make it again. Especially if you're still young, you have, your future. Do it. Have your plan ready. You know what you're gonna do, and just do it. Don't listen to anyone.
And sometimes people don't see what you see.
Yeah, it's always, you have vision.
Mm-hmm.
People, they don't know what you are thinking, what's your plan, what's your vision from your inside. They don't know how you think about it. The only one you can change your life is you, no one else. The only one who can change your life is you. You can put yourself right here, right there, on the top and the bottom. It's you. You can stay with the good friends, stay with bad friends. They're gonna affect you. You gotta know what you're doing step by step, and you gotta have plan. After this, just do it. If you have the passion, if you have the plan, don't wait for anyone.
Nice, mashallah.
That's, inshallah, after this, gonna be very easy.
The crowd wanted to give you a round of applause, by the way. Thank you, everybody that's clapping.
Have you been back to Yemen during this time, or have
No.
you been? Wow.
Really?
Yeah. I wish I can go.
Is it because of work or what is?
Too many reasons.
Yeah.
Busy work, crazy stuff.
Yeah. Yep, definitely understand. Did you have any final things you also wanted to comment? I mean, Abir, you too. Any final
Great job.
comments? Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
You know, and
Allahumma barik.
Yes.
inshallah.
definitely. Well, with that said, again, this is episode 32 of the Table Talk podcast. We were here with Ibrahim, and I don't want to mess up your last name, man.
Alhasbani.
Alhasbani, all right? And we were live, and he is the owner of the Qahwah House cafes that you see in Dearborn, and you got one in New York. You got one also in Chicago. Do you want to mention if there's any more new ones coming soon or anything like that?
Inshallah, this year we have 4 coming.
Four.
At the end of the year.
Inshallah.
Between Michigan, New Jersey, DC, and Ohio maybe. Yeah, working in Ohio.
I'm telling you,
I have a
my friends
last
in
question.
California want it there.
California.
Think about it.
Listen, believe me, I'm working on it. But California, Texas, we have different plan for it. We had planned for it because
Okay.
it's the it's not
It's
Yeah.
it's different.
the east
Different
west side.
West side, so we have to have different plan for it.
Okay.
We're not focusing on just to jump. We have too many numbers of location. We have to think first about the quality. So when we jump to the next location, we know how we're gonna deal with it.
Absolutely.
It's easy to open location, but after this, how we're gonna maintain this location? How we're gonna do the supplies, focus everything. That's what we have to know what you'll be doing next step.
Yeah, I do have a question. Do you ever plan on opening one in Yemen?
Of course.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, because it's
Listen, I have too many plans for Yemen. Too many plans in Yemen.
Inshallah, they all come true and you can help
Inshallah,
Yemen.
it's not only for me, it's also for people in Yemen.
For the country.
That's why one of the idea we always send money to Yemen. We help or support the people in Yemen. Sometimes we need different way.
We need to help them be sustained themselves.
Exactly.
We need to teach them a trade instead of.
If you wanna keep the economy down, you give them money.
Yeah.
If you wanna the economy stay down, you give them money. This is not the solution for this problem. Always we have to build.
Yeah.
As a Yemeni, American, we have to be here together. We have to know what we're gonna do, not just send them money.
Mm-hmm.
We have to do more.
Yeah.
Build factories, build business over there.
Provide jobs.
Exactly, that's the only things. And if you're gonna do that, this is the only way to get them out.
That kind of.
Yes.
You know, they say if you want, I'm gonna mess it up. I'm completely gonna mess it up, but they
Don't
say.
give me fish.
Yes, teach them how to fish.
Yeah.
There you go. That's what I was gonna say.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Great ways to
You're
go.
gonna feed them today. How about
Yeah.
tomorrow? After
100%.
tomorrow,
You want them
you're
to
gonna
be
increase the number
self-sustainable.
they ask for money. You don't wanna do this.
100%.
You wanna make sure you're gonna decrease the number of the people ask for money.
There we go.
Claps, please.
Yes. It's not me, by the way. It's the crowd, guys. You guys
There
gotta
you
start
go.
clapping, everybody. Over there that's watching. Thank you. Alright, But in all seriousness, again, this is episode 32 of the Table Talk podcast, and I do want to quickly say again, this Saturday, for those that are watching or eventually watching this video, this Saturday, midnight in Hamtramck, we are going to have a Hamtramck versus Dearborn basketball game. All proceeds will be going to Yemen. We got to start.
It's a family event. Everybody's welcome.
Everybody's welcome, by the way. It's not just, guys or it's not just girls. It is a family event.
Bring your kids.
And I heard the hosts of Table Talk will be there, so
Yeah, inshallah.
if you want to meet us.
and the movement and the fantasy guys. Everybody's going to be in the building. All Oz Media's team is going to be in the building,
Family
inshallah. It's gonna be a family affair, and obviously, you know, as much as we talk about Hamtramck and Dearborn, we are doing this for a great cause, and that is for Yemen, and we're looking forward to it. So if you guys want to come out there, come out there. Tickets for adult is $10. Tickets for the kids is $5. We're also gonna be selling snacks, you know, pizza and stuff like that you can buy as well. That is on Saturday, April 16th. This Saturday at midnight. Your doors open at 11:30. Feel free to come. Like I said, the mayor of Dearborn, Abdullah Hamoud, is going to be playing. The mayor of Hamtramck will be in the building, but now I kind of got to let him know, like, yo, you got to step up, do something. You got to do something, you know, you got to do something. But inshallah, it'll be great. Any final word that you want to say, man? Anything you want to end this off with?
No, thank you guys. Thank you for having me here. Alhamdulillah, inshallah, you're gonna do good with this. Show,
It's been fun.
And we learn from each one of
I guess.
and it's so interesting.
No, wallah, you awesome guys.
You're the American dream line is gonna be sticking.
That's gonna be the video.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you that.
So I'm gonna do a short clip video to post it so people, you know, can know about it. And you're definitely using the American Dream quote that you did, inshallah. And so, but yeah, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for tuning in. If you eventually watch, I hope you do. I hope you guys learned something today. I definitely did. And now I can finally say that I'm friends with the owner of the Qahwah House. I'm gonna go in there, you know, I'm at Nafsi like I'm at home, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, it's always, even I'm not there, alhamdulillah, they come to me, they said, even you're not there, the guys over there, they do a good job.
It takes a team too.
They're really good.
And that comes with the Yemeni culture too.
And
hospitality.
Yes.
So 100%.
Even they're not Yemeni, they start, learn about Yemeni culture.
Yes.
They have Yemeni accents, some of them, you know? And alhamdulillah, you know, that's why I have a good team there, because they believe in the idea and they believe in the business, and they also for them, you know, inshallah, anyone who works with me in those stores, they're gonna part of the business, not just work there. They're gonna be a partner, and they're gonna have share of the business. They're gonna have everything, inshallah. And that's why 100% are gonna be for them.
Wow.
Takes care of his employees as well. That's awesome.
Sir, where do I sign up? No,
I was about to say, are you guys hiring?
All right, with
We
that
always
said,
hire. Anyone works good, we always give them. We take care of them. It's not only you come to work and you go home. It's not only to spend time. It's you come, you work from your heart. We take care of you.
Absolutely.
We deal with them as a family, and we're gonna be a family. Anyone who works good with give Qahwah House passion and more time, we take care of them. They're gonna be part of Qahwah House company. Inshallah.
MashaAllah.
all right, there you go. With that said, we're gonna end that on a round of applause as well. The crowd, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? They're ready. All right, thank you guys all for watching, and we'll see you all next week.
Thank you so much, guys.
Yep.
Thank you for everyone.